There's a simple reason we keep getting this Christianity thing wrong, and it's because we start the whole spiritual journey with the wrong questions. By the end of this video, you will know the one most important question that will change everything. Of course, before we get into it, I want you to know you can click on the link in the description below to access all kinds of resources. I believe it is essential to start with the right question if you want to get a true sense of what Christianity is all about. Because I'm telling you, there are some wrong, misguided, misleading questions out there that can cause us to go off the rails early on. It's important to identify these kinds of questions so that you can spot them when they show up in your life, because I assure you they already have and certainly will again. They're so common that they serve as the default go-to questions almost everyone uses when talking about Christianity. But none of them get to the heart of Christianity, of the Christian faith. The most common misguided question you will encounter is, where do you go to church? Now, there's several reasons why this is a bad question for us to learn anything about true Christianity, but I'll just highlight one problem quickly. Unfortunately, with the amount of division within our society, any answer to this question can potentially lead to even greater divisiveness or judgment almost immediately. Now think about this. If you answer, hey, I go to First Baptist such and such in Austin, the other person will make an immediate assessment. Oh, I've seen that pastor on TV. That's a mega church. I really love that guy, or I really hate that guy. Aren't they against whatever? This is because we have equated the personality of a public figure, a well-known pastor, with the spiritual identity of a group of people, the congregation. Now, another response could be if you say, I am trying to find a church. I have gone to different ones the past few weekends. Then the other person hears, oh, okay, so the process is to shop for a faith community, just like we try out different restaurants, bars, coffee shops, grocery stores, all that kind of stuff, until we find the one that meets our wants and needs, until we find the one that provides services in the way I prefer. Now, if someone answers, I don't go to church, even with that, there's usually an immediate judgment of that person in our mind, either good or bad. It could be, wow, this person isn't Christian or moral or devoted. They could believe anything. You can't follow God without going to church. Or just the opposite. Someone could respond by saying, okay, cool. I found someone else who doesn't like church like me. Who wants to bother with all those fake church-going hypocrites anyway? Glad I'm not like them. See, the problem is there is no way to answer this question that does not lead to comparisons of people or groups. How you answer can lead to separation within the larger Christian body. It's just not a healthy place to start a conversation about God, but it's the most prevalent. Because it is focused on our systems and how we've set things up, it's a social status question and has virtually nothing to do with what Christianity is really about. You certainly won't find out any more about Jesus by asking this question. Another question that can be a problem to start with is, what do you believe about blank? It may seem that it's critical to know what people's beliefs and convictions are as soon as possible. You might think to yourself, I want to know what someone believes about abortion or gay rights or immigration or women in ministry or what have you. How can that be a problem? It will give me a chance to know whether we agree or disagree, whether we will likely get along or not. That's a really big deal to people these days. But on its face, this is a terrible way to approach other human beings. It requires no compassion or spiritual sensitivity or grace when you initiate interactions from this mindset. But there's more than that. It is important to distinguish between these being bad questions for general dialogue about certain issues and these being bad questions as the starting point for exploring Christianity. When belief questions on political, social, or theological topics are used as the launching point for what we think it means to be a Christian, we get into big trouble right away. What another person believes about policies surrounding immigration, or whether people should be baptized as babies or when they are older, or what have you, does not do anything to bring me into the heart of Christianity or draw me closer to Jesus. It may tell me about that person, but it does not give me any useful information to discover true Christianity. Genuine followers of Jesus can have very diverse opinions and beliefs within the family of God. No belief statement about these issues should or even can serve as the litmus test for authentic Christian faith. As I said, we can explore these issues together, which is necessary for us to navigate society, but it is not where we begin our Christian journey. One more question I have significant concerns about is, what must I do to be saved? Now, this can show up in other forms. What must I do or believe to get to heaven? How do I join? This one's interesting because it would be natural to assume we would want this to be the central question, especially as parents who want to make sure our children are right with God so they can be saved and secure in their faith. However, as counterintuitive as it may seem, this is a problem in the same way as the others because it starts with us being the most important part of the equation. Let's get my status, my salvation, my security established first. Then we can figure out the rest of this Christian stuff and take or leave parts of it. These are merely dressed up religious questions to identify the requirements for club membership. Who do we like and don't like? Who do we accept or reject? Who is in or out? That's its primary purpose, to establish who is in the in group and who is in the out group. It compares God's kingdom to a political organization, and it cheapens the whole endeavor of God. Okay, so those are the wrong questions to begin with, but I promised you the one right question, the most important question, if you truly want to begin to understand Christianity. And it is this: who is Jesus to you? It is the question Jesus himself used as the foundation for launching the Christian church. You can see Matthew 16 on that. It gets straight to the heart of the matter faster than anything else. Is he divine or human? Is he mean or nice? Is he inclusive or exclusive? Is he dead or alive? Is he close or distant? Is he real or myth? Is he essential or irrelevant? Is he a savior, king, friend, judge, spirit? If you want to figure out how to answer this question for yourself and respect the answers other people have for this question, but you don't know where to start, I encourage you, check out my online course on overcoming bad Christianity, simplifying the path. Click on the link in the description, or get my book. You don't have to do that. No, it's called You Don't Have to Do That. You do have to do it. Get the book, which breaks down this question and gives you tools on how to respond to it in much more depth. I also welcome your feedback in the comments. And hey, I could use your support here by liking or subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.